Well, first of all, I just wanted to ask you, like, what does it feel like to play for one of the greatest sports team in history of sports?
It's definitely great to be a part of the Pittsburgh Steelers and all the honor and tradition that goes in with that. And the organization is great, and I really enjoy the way it's ran. It's very reasonable, makes a lot of sense, and it's not an accident that we win constantly. So it's great to be a part of this organization.
Okay, so you would say that the whole team is on the same playing field in regards to your preparation and wanting to win.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that, and that's also coming from the top down, from the Rooneys to Coach Tomlin, and they want things ran a certain way, and they have demands, and we need to meet those as players, and that's our job. So we prepare, and we plan on doing that and winning games and being successful.
Okay, great, great. You're a fantastic running back, and in the upcoming season, you're sure to have more opportunities to display what you can do. How do you plan on handling the critics who may not feel the same, who feel that you deserve to be in a starting position?
I really don't get too much into that. I work to get to the position I'm at right now, and I'll continue to do so to stay here and to place my name among the elite running backs in the NFL. So I'll continue to work for myself, for my teammates, you know what I mean, and with anything on the outside, I don't really get into.
How do you display sportsmanship amongst your teammates during a win and a loss?
I think it's just being able to handle things and doing it the right way. You prepare and you work hard to win games, and whether it's a win or loss, you feel like you have a respect for the game and for the other team, and whether that's shaking hands or whether that's, not stirring up any controversy, anything like that. It's just going about the way you play the game and carry yourself, and that's how I think it correlates.
Is there a time where you ever displayed a less than sportsmanlike conduct, whether in college, your everyday life, whether with the Steelers?
Whether I've ever displayed?
Yes.
I'm sure I have. It's hard to think of anything off the top because I'm a pretty mild-mannered guy, but I feel like we all lose our cool sometimes. But for the most part, it's just kind of keeping track of things and being a competitor, being an athlete. You're passionate and you're fiery about things. So it's just kind of trying to keep everything under control and have fun and play a game just the right way.
So many athletes taking on a me, myself, and I attitude on and off the field. How do you encourage your fellow peers to maintain a humble attitude?
That's kind of what the athlete's creed is all about, just sportsmanship and fair play and having a selfless attitude and to know that you're out there. And most of sports, a team sport, you're out there with 11 other guys, or whether it's basketball and there's 5 other guys, or baseball, you're out there as a team. So it's just kind of, when you get rid of the me attitude, you can put your team, and that just brings a amount of success to your team that the other attitude can't.
You have I know you play running back position, but you have former athletes, veterans like Jerry Rice, who was very well known for his humble attitude, his work ethic. Do you take on any of his characteristics, if you're familiar with any of them?
Yeah, I think when you look at the Hall of Famers in general, I feel like they share the same kind of characteristics where it takes a lot of work to get to that point. And when you look at their level of sportsmanship, none of them were me guys, or we're really trying to to have everything centered around them and the media and talking and things like that. The way you carry yourself, I think, speaks for a amount of who you are and your level of success on and off the field as well.
Off the field, give me some examples in your everyday life where team effort comes into play, whether your relationships, your friendships.
Yeah, I think all of that, just with your relationship with people and being cooperative and communication and relationships, and even in your everyday life when you're at the bank and, there may be a long line in front of you, and to show patience, and you understand that you're not the only person in there, or when you're driving and things like that. I just feel like every part of your life, it's easy to kind of lose your composure, but to kind of keep track of that and carry yourself in a way I feel like speaks matters of your character.
Okay, so you have the same mentality when it comes to playing as well as handling your everyday situations.
Yeah, definitely. And with the Athlete's Creed, we try and push these on these young kids because outside of football, not everybody's going to make it to the NFL, not everybody's going to play in college, but a lot of these values that you take from here, you can carry with you in life and things like that. And as well, on Champions Facebook page, you can kind of write. We encourage athletes to write and with their own ideas and what's important to them as far as the athlete creed, and you can do that on Champions Facebook page.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Training camp around the corner. How are you preparing mentally and physically? Do you feel like you'll be a better athlete this year than you were last year?
Yeah, after having a year of experience, you kind of know what to expect, how to prepare yourself to have the best season you can. So I've trained up until this point and keep training until training camp, and come camp and just try and just fine tune my skills.
What advice would you give to kids that look up to you and want to become a professional athlete and the necessary steps, but then kind of may get caught up in the whole lifestyle? How would you encourage them to stay focused?
As far as being a professional athlete, the advice I would give to kids is just to make good decisions. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's in the NFL, as talented as you are, it's not because you were the biggest person, it's not because you're the fastest, it's because everybody knows and grew up with people that were just as talented, if not more. But it's just the things you have to go through, the decisions you have to make to get to that point. You know what I mean? There was a lot of guys that I knew that were great athletes, but they never were able to play because they didn't make the grades. Or when I got to college, a lot of guys wanted to party and didn't want to go to practice, and they never made it to this point. So it's just that the more successful you want to be, you got to make good decisions and sacrifice.